Well, in South Sudan, I was I was white. People, yeah. Um, and besides, when I went to South Sudan, I landed in Uganda, and then I went to South Sudan. And so yeah, they saw me as a white white girl. Yeah. No, I always have to say no, but I'm not. I'm not that white. Yeah, right.
So in terms of like encouraging the next generation, because you mentioned that when you were growing up, you didn't see many people like you in the media, like performing. Has that changed? And do you think that there are many more Afro-Italian role models for like the next generation to look to that was is different for them now?
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, yes. My feelings is that something is changing. Yeah,
Mm.
I because right now I see more people like me, more people with African origins that are making music, are I mean in television show. So I guess that things are changing. I mean, I would say that I'm hopeful for this generation um,
Yeah.
that is growing, and it's just I mean, I hope it's not just because I'm so focused about this that I just see that,
Right.
because I see Afro-Italian artists because I'm looking for them.
Right.
But my question is, if I turn on the TV, do I mean, yeah, do I see
Are they
them?
in? Yeah. Is it? Are they in the
Uh,
mainstream? Is that what you mean?
yeah, right,
Mm.
right.
Mm.
Um, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure
And
about that.
and And for yourself, did you go through like the formal training in terms of music, or did you find your way into music later on? What was your journey?
With music.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know. It felt always so natural. So, um, um, yeah, I grew up singing in the choir,
Okay.
and I just enjoyed it. And then I didn't feel the need to study,
Right.
yes, take singing lesson. I don't know why. It just
Mm-hmm.
but I started that when I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, in that moment, maybe I don't know. Some people gave me the advice to take music lessons, so I
Yeah.
started. But yeah, it's just for me, I guess it's something that is very natural. I find my path when I started studying with this teacher who aimed to let me sound natural, let me sound
Okay.
true,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that is what I'm trying to achieve. I want to
Mm-hmm.
express myself, but um, without uh, without forcing it. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't mind if I'm not perfect. I don't mind if I don't reach high notes. I
Right.
just want. I mean, I try to be true. Yeah, that's it.
And when it comes to your archive, all those artists from way back, who are your reference points? Who sits in there and tells you you're doing good, keep going, or or
Yeah,
whose music kind of flows also through your DNA?
yeah, yeah. Well, mm, I listened a lot, and I'm still listening, of course, to Nina Simone, but
Mm-hmm.
also Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that Whitney Houston is like my little secret, because in secret I sing
we call it
Whitney Houston.
we call it a guilty pleasure, the one you don't
Yeah.
tell many people about.
Right, right. Because I really loved her voice. Maybe,
Mm.
but if I have to listen to music, yes, I really love Nina Simone, Ben Harper, and as I was saying, also Alicia Keys, but
Mm.
as I was saying, Ayo, Neka,
Mm.
yes, but a lot of also, I don't know, Fatoumata Diawara,
Oh, I don't know
she's
her.
from Mali, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, there are many, I don't know, many influences, yeah. I didn't
Your
name it.
music, the music that I heard was in English, so you, and also you're proficient in English, although probably you want to do better, but like you're totally proficient. So what is that choice? Does that come from your dual heritage that you naturally had English in your childhood, or you just chose to sing in English because you speak English as well?
Well, no, I studied English at school, and I started when I was 14. So it's just that the music that I listened to,
Mm-hmm.
it was in English. So I guess I also found my way to sing, to express myself, to use my voice. I learned it on that kind of music, and it was mostly English music, So um, I don't know. I really love it, and it's part of me now, So when I have to write a song,
Yeah.
I really find it's more natural when I sing in English. I don't. Yes, I still don't really like the way that I sing, for example, in Italian. I haven't found
Hmm.
yes, my way to express in Italian.
But is that because you possibly have less reference points? Because like you have so many references in soul music or R&B or hip hop which you've listened to, but then when you said that you haven't seen many people like you growing up, there's not a library of Afro-Italians, so you're creating something new. There's no way you could sound Italian. You just have to sound like you, and then other
Yeah,
people
right.
will use you as a reference. Like 30 years from now, they're like, Anna, you know how you sound just like Anna. Like, yeah, Italian, Italian, Italian.
Well, I hope so.
I have a wild imagination, but
I
but
see.
that's very very curious. When I spoke to some other creatives from Italy with African background, one of the things they mentioned was trying to find each other. Like there's this sense of when you're younger, I'm the only one, and then you suddenly like you get into different spaces and travel, and suddenly you're like, wow, this is totally being me is not that unique. I mean, there's so many people have a similar story. So have you found yourself meeting other artists with Afro-Italian backgrounds that you can exchange with, or?
Hmm. Yeah, but in I mean, it's not a long time ago, when I
Mm.
was growing up, really, until I don't know, maybe 20, but even I don't know, 25 years old.
Mm.
Um, yes, I haven't met uh, people like me, basically.
Mm.
Um, I always looked for I don't anyway for people from Africa, but in music it was difficult. Now I'm able to do it,
Yeah.
and yes, in recently I've met a lot of Afro-Italian artists. So yes, we can exchange and we can um, uh, yes, we can exchange experiences, and or you can look at them to and see how they manage, their
Yeah.
origins. But it's something that I can do now. I don't think it was possible before.
Right.
Mm.
And have you lived in any other European country for a long period of time?
Well, a long period. No, I wouldn't say long period. I
Mm.
visit Germany, and recently I just went to to UK,
Mm-hmm.
but it was for a really short period. Yeah, I don't
Well,
know in the future. I don't know in the
I was
future.
just curious to know if you felt there was a difference in the way you were received or how people encountered you in those
Mm.
spaces.
Well, I can speak about UK because it was most recent, and beside it really uh, it really touched me, because I immediately felt that there was a difference in the way people were looking at me or not looking at me at all. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know what you
yeah,
mean.
okay, because in Italy, it's something that you feel
Mm,
people looking at you. Sometimes maybe it's not even true, but
mm,
you experienced it for
yeah,
such a long time that it's always there now.
yeah.
Mm, or people always see you as something else, like they don't suppose that I'm from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
If they see me, it's
Yeah,
not the first thing
yeah.
that they think. But when I was in London, nobody, I mean, was caring about me. I just, you know,
Can be anonymous.
yeah, it's sometimes it's okay. I mean, yeah, right.
And so now, how is that different when you visited? What's the first African country you went to? Senegal?
I went to South Sudan.
South Sudan. Yeah. So
Hmm.
now, how did that compare? UK, and now, how did they receive you there? What was it? What was curious about that for you?
Well, in South Sudan, I was I was white. People, yeah. Um, and besides, when I went to South Sudan, I landed in Uganda, and then I
Okay.
went to South Sudan. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, they saw me as a white
The
white
Nigerian
girl.
wasn't
Yeah.
quite working over there.
No, I always have to say no, but I'm not. I'm not that white. Yeah, right.
Well, I think that's a fascinating thing, especially if you have dual heritage, because it also happens, of course, if you've been socialized in Europe, you walk different, you talk different, you dress different. So even
Yeah,
that
right.
can already, you go to Africa, it's like, oh, white one. I mean, it doesn't matter actually the color, but I think it is a curious experience. My parents' generation, we're talking about 70s. The mixed relationships were frowned upon, they were looked down upon, it was seen as a very bad thing. So their generation, they were trying to be as black as possible, but their
Hmm.
kids, it was like a popular thing to be mixed. It was like, 80s, 90s, it was like trendy, so it's all these dynamics. I think for me, what's fascinating is it affects who you date, it affects who you marry, it affects, choices in life, all these based on racial, uh, well, stereotypes and power constructs. I can put it that way because it's always down to power and how do you navigate that. But for yourself, I've been quite fascinated by the different experiences in three countries, and you're just the same person. You're the same
Yeah, yeah,
person.
right.
You've just moved into a new space, and everybody decides you're a different person.
Yes, right.
Please like and subscribe. Shadow Choose Films.